Thank you very much. I feel very honored to be here.
感谢各位，很荣幸来到这里。
Sorry. Yes. And what is the pointer? What? No. Okay, I can work from here. Okay. This is my pleasure to present our research together with Dr. Fong and Dr. New here. I am working on NBP since 4 years now, and our main project is, our main project is how to use nanomedicine for treatment of neurological diseases.
很荣幸能够来到这里跟大家分享我的一个科研工作。那我在从事跟NBP 的一个研究已经有超过40年。那么今天的一个演讲的一个专题的话，主要是还是围绕着一个神经的一个再生以及是降解的一个重生的一个相关的一个领域。
This research is supported by U.S. Air Force Research Laboratory and European Office of Aerospace Research and Development.
这个研究得到了多个组织，包括了是美国的一个 NIH 等卫生机构的一个支持和赞助。
Swedish government and Swedish Strategic Research Foundation. Don't know what is happening here. Anyway.
当然包括了瑞典的一个政府的一个支持。
Okay, this was the paper that we presented in a congress by Dr. Fong, and I'm summarizing these observations for you.
这篇文章的话是与冯教授然后共同完成的。
I would like to say that one of our friends and chief editor of CNS Neurological Disorder and Drug Target has just passed away, and I dedicate this talk to Dr. Stephen Scapper. He is our friend and helped a lot for our publishing program.
在我的演讲开始之前，我要特别的感谢来自Scapper 教授，然后他的一个勤奋严谨的一个治学态度的话，给了我很多的这种启示。
Whatever I am telling to you today is my own personal view, and it has nothing to do with any government with whom we are working together.
以下所述的所有的观点和结论都是研究团队所有的成员共同获得的，但是不限于不受于政府还有其他的这个机构没有任何的这个利益相关。
As you can see that we met Dr. Fong and his team, and we started our research collaboration on various aspects in CNS disease long ago.
这是我之前跟冯教授，然后以及他的一个研究团队的一个合照，然后我们之间取得了很良好的一个合作。
When we talk about neurological diseases, we would like to understand the function of blood-brain barrier, because this is one of the key for all neurological diseases.
在我们进行今天的讲解之前，我们首先来认识一下血脑屏障。那么血脑屏障的话是很多的神经疾病的一个gateway， 应该是一个怎么讲，就是一个开关吧。
The blood-brain barrier is a very tight junction between the two endothelial cells, and they protect the nervous system, as well as they also do not normally allow drugs to pass for the treatment.
穴道屏障的话，在我们的整个的神经系统当中发挥的重要的一个作用。那么它的主要的一个结构的组成的话，是一个血脑的一个内皮细胞。那么它的话能够阻止的药物的话，在正常的情况之下，能够阻止药物进入我们那个大脑当中，起到一个保障的作用。
Working with US Air Force Research Laboratory, we came across various kinds of problems that may arise due to exposure to nanoparticles like missile explosion and also the gunpowder explosion.
在很多的这种军事活动当中，我们都置身于或者是暴露于很多的 NPS 的话，这里应该是翻译成微粒的这个粉尘的一个暴露当中。
So I came to know from Dr. Fong and Dr. New about the qualities of NBP. I started to look at some of the research projects and we chose first concussive head injury because this is one of the greatest problem in any kind of military who is either in peacekeeping or at combat operation across the world.
在与冯教授的沟通或者是合作当中，我们首先的话是进一步的这种探索了 NBP 的一个在神经系统的相关的这个疾病的一个研究。那我们希望的话探索就 NBP 是不是在某些药物的某些疾病的类型当中能够发挥的一个显著的一个作用。
After understanding the profile of NBP, we are working on various aspects of central nervous system injury and repair. One of the things are brain and spinal cord injury, Alzheimer disease, as I just saw here, also Parkinson disease, high altitude brain sickness. This is one of the important aspects in human physiology or our army people who are working at very high altitude, and brain edema is one of the very common episode for our military personnel.
那么以下的话就是 NBP 的话能够运用于大脑以及是脊髓的一个损伤，还有是阿兹海默病，以及是帕金森，还有是高原性脑病，乃至是一些暴类型的一个损伤的等等这些这个疾病当中。
Another aspect is blast brain injury. As you might be knowing that this is quite common in any kind of military, and so far this is very complicated type of injury where you have tissue loss and also many more damage to the brain, and it is very difficult to rehabilitate. This is one of the biggest problem in US Army, and I believe that this is the problem in any kind of army they are facing with blast brain injury.
这里要特别的强调一点的就是一个这种blast brain injury 就是一个爆炸性的一个脑损伤。那么在这个爆炸性脑损伤的话，是一个所有的军事行动当中最常见的一个损伤的类型。那么它会对大脑组织形成一个很严重的一个后果，所以我们会重点的话进一步的研究了。
Another problem that you might be knowing that global warming, and this year you can see that heat-related problems are everywhere, including United States of America, Europe, they are all, and we have problems of hyperthermic brain injury. And I believe that NBP has a role because more populations are exposed to heat stroke than any other kind of disease, that is, for example, brain injury or other things. So this is very important, and we are working on that.
介于 NBP 的话，对于很多的这种脑缺血以及是脑损伤的一个保护作用，那么将进一步的这种引进的 NBP 对于这个爆炸性的脑损伤的研究当中呢去，那么进一步的探索它对于它的一个损伤的程度，进一步是挽救大量的这种军事活动的一个伤员。
Another example is cardiac arrest. Of course, we are studying stroke, but this is global ischemic stroke caused by cardiac arrest. And there are no treatments so far, and I believe that the profile of NBP very well fits with cardiac arrest, and we are trying to also revive the brain damage followed by cardiac arrest. We have a long program in porcine model, but now we have translated in the rat model, and it will be very interesting to understand the neuroprotective effects of NBP in cardiac arrest.
那么对于至于说这种心脏骤停的这种病人上面的话，因为它能够引起这种全脑的一个缺血，但是我们现在至于 NBP 能不能运用到这个上面的一个全脑的一个缺血上面去，我们其实还是不知道的。当然我们也在进一步的在动物上面进行了一个尝试，也进一步的想把 很多的动物的一个实验转化成到临床医学上面去。
We would like to enhance the NBP profile as like any other drug by using nano drug delivery. So there are many ways for enhancing the neuroprotective aspects of any drug, maybe NBP or any drug. So at the moment we are working with US government because this is titanium dioxide nanowire delivery, this is US patent, and we are working in collaboration with Dr. Ryan Tian and other persons. The other way is PLGA delivered NBP that we have not tried because these are soft lipid particles. You can incorporate any drug and deliver either intravenously or any routes. It is much more faster to have in brain as compared to their normal delivery.
那么为了提高的药物的一个释放或者是说它的一个使用的程度呢，我们尝试了纳米的一个传递。当下的话，我们进行了相关的一个研究，包括了二氧化碳以及是聚乳酸乃至是这个碳酸的盐半球。那么它通过这个生物的这种制剂或者是携带这个药物然后进行缓慢的释放，能够提高它的一个药效。
One of the latest technique that we are following is titanate nanospheres. One of my students at University of Arkansas in Fayetteville, they are trying titanate microspheres. They put the drug inside, and when they are injected either intravenously or intraperitoneally, they release slowly these drugs and could be more effective for longer periods. So that's the third part. We are trying the nano delivery of NBP.
那么我们对 NBP 的一个现在当下的一个纳米的传递当中的话，是通过了这种纳米球，然后再怎么讲，就是一个装载的一个 NBP， 那么通过它的这个缓慢释放，然后维持时间更长，然后进一步的这种提高药物的一个作用的效果。
Then there are other ways to enhance the neuroprotective effect of any drug. Combination with good quality of agents that are much more neuroprotective. For example, their combination with mesenchymal stem cells, with antioxidants, and even multimodal drugs, for example, like a mixture of different kind of neurotrophic factors. Because some combination could enhance the neuroprotective capacity of any drug. So we have to choose the good combination because in some of the cases, combination can cancel the good effect as well. So we have to find good combination of the drugs so that it further enhance the capacity of NBP or any other drug.
当然我们也进行了全方位的一个尝试，那么就是包括了就是 NBP 的以及其不同的一个治疗手段的一个糅合，包括了像是一个轨线干细胞乃至是叫抗氧化剂还是多模态的一个药物进行了一个糅合，然后全方位的去提高了 NBP 的一个治疗效果。
In 2015, we have submitted to National Innovation Summit and showcase about our capability of NBP to have neuroprotection in concussive head injury. And we are very happy to announce you that this was selected as one of the innovations at National Innovation Summit by US government in 2015.
在2015年，我们提交给美国华盛顿Tech Connect World 这个 innovation 这个会议，然后我们进行了一个会议，我们提交的一个改革的项目的话是主要是二氧化碳介导了 NBP， 提高了脑震荡后的一个神经功能的修复。那么我们很荣幸的就是我们这个提交的项目已经是获批了。
This was the description of the innovation. I don't want to read, but you can understand that this was in concussive head injury and protection by NBP.
这就是我们通过二氧化碳纳米线介导的一个 NBP 的一个提高了一个神经功能的，我不想详细的介绍，但是这就是的确是他们团队所做的一个成果。
And we are very happy to announce that also in 2018, our innovation with NBP in some aspects of Parkinson's disease was accepted as innovation. This was the image, and this was the description of 2018 innovation.
这就是2018年5月我们在阿纳海姆州举行的 NTech Connect 20周年的国家改革峰会以及展览的一个现场，以及是相关的照片。以下的话就是我们所提交的这个文章吧，应该是。
So actually this is Dr. Yang who discovered titanium dioxide nanowires, but he used for electronic purposes and we are using for medicinal purposes.
这是一个普通羊的一个它是细胞纳米包装的一个相关的专家。那我们现在的话跟他进行了一个深度的合作我们进一步的是提高了通过他的一个技术的改进，然后他主要是专长在电子显微镜以及是细胞的一个纳米包装上面。
So these are titanium dioxide nanowires. It looks like that, and then drugs are loaded on that like a scaffold. They bind these drugs with the nanowires, and when they are administered, they are releasing slowly.
就是二氧化碳纳米线，然后包载了脑活素吧，应该是这个 cerebral lysine 应该是脑活素，然后那么它包载了这个药物之后，它的通过能够释放的话更加缓慢一点。
This is Dr. Ryan Tian, and this is Dr. Wang. This is Ryan Tian, this is Dr. Wang. They have the US patent of these titanium dioxide nanowires and leveling of drugs. We are working in collaboration with them.
这是一个 Dr. Wang 还有 Dr. Tian， 然后我们跟他有进行了一个合作，其中的话 Dr. Tian 的话是二氧化碳专利的一个获得者。
And I just want to show you that this technology is very well found as top 20% technological award for nanowiring, in this case with cerebralizing. That was the award given to my wife in, I think it is 2016. So the technology is well managed and well scrutinized by all US government facilities.
这个是我们在2015年的在 Tech Connect 国家的改革峰会上获得的一个奖项。那这个奖项的话是授给了Professor Sharma 的一个太太的。然后这项研究的话项目取得了一个很好的一个成绩吧。但是它上面写的是15%，他讲的是20%，我也不知道是姓谁的。
This is one of the example of Tech Connect Innovation Awards. They are not by name, but they are by the university or organization.
那这就是获奖的一个奖项证明。那么他这个的话是颁给了个乌普萨的大学，但是是没有给到个人身上。
And I want to emphasize that they are very pleased with combination of different drugs. As you can see, co-administration of nanowire, alpha melanocyte stimulating hormone and cerebralizing, this example, enhances neuroprotection in concussive head injury after sleep deprivation. So the combination is quite good. This is an example, and that's why it is important that we should also try to study the combination with NBP with other potential drugs to enhance its neuroprotection.
在这个奖项当中，我们可以看到的话，我们采用的话是纳米线包载了这个黑色素释放激素，还有这个脑活素共同作用，然后能够提高了对于说正当性的脑损伤以及是之后进行了一个睡眠剥夺的这种病人上面的一个神经保护。那么从这个上面的话，我们可以看到的一个两个之间的一个融合的话，能够共同促进了这个药物的一个作用，所以我们看到了一些这方面的一个药物共同作用的一个希望。
Nowadays, people are also leveling stem cells to nanowires because they are more effective, they live longer and try to have enhanced neuroprotection.
当然，这个纳米线的一个相应的技术也用于了这个胚胎干细胞的上面，它能够使得胚胎干细胞的一个生存期以及是更加的长。
This is Dr. Kroto. He is awarded Nobel Prize in Chemistry, and we are talking to them to find small peptides. They can be combined with different kinds of neuroprotective agents, for example NBP, with nanowire or without nanowire to enhance the neuroprotective approach in neurological diseases.
这是2014年，这个 Professor Sharma 在美国的三藩市与化学的诺贝尔奖获得者 Professor Coranto 的一个合照。那么当中，在这次会议当中，我们进行了一个探索，我们探索了就是一个药物之间的一个融合的可能性。
This is Dr. Asia. She works at the University of Arkansas at Fayetteville, and she has the patent and technology. I mean, Dr. Ryan Tian has a patent, but she is his student and working on this standard technology to label different kinds of drugs, including NBP.
那么这个的话 ，Sharma 在参会的时候与相关的领域的一个研究专家，这个研究专家的话，他是刚才之前提到的一个化学的诺贝尔奖的一个学生，那么他在这方面的药物融合之间的话，做出了很突出的一个贡献。
This I was showing to you that she has prepared this detonate nanospheres and labeled with one drug. In this case, for example, cerebrolizin. We are also working on NBP, and you can see that the drug profile, its high concentration is increased for longer period so that it will have more neuroprotection than normal cases. So we have already labeled NBP in this model, and we have experiments, but at this moment I cannot tell you because we have not published anywhere.
那么这个的话是脑活术的进行了一个纳米包装的一个图片，以及它的一个药物的动力学的一个示范的曲线。那我们可以看到的话，这个是纳米的一个包装之后的话，这个药物就包含在里面。第二的话，我们可以看到的这个曲线的话，我们可以看到它相应的这个持续的时间会更加长。第二的话，它的发挥的这种神经保护的功能的时间就会相应的就会延长。
And this is our former Prime Minister of Sweden. He has very great interest in science, and he contributed a lot to us regarding this nanotechnology program and nano wiring, because these are very expensive tools, and we are very happy that still Swedish government is supporting our experiments in many ways.
这是前瑞典首相Persson 的合照。那么他对科学研究非常感兴趣，当然他很有钱，他也会对我们的这个纳米的一个医学，或者是说纳米包装的药物的话，给到很充足或者是很实在的一个赞助。
Now I will show you briefly some results from our experiment with NBP in concussive head injury. As you can see, that head injury is one of the largest problems in any military organization. These are US data from the military. So far we have, it's an old data, but that's the data that shows that both young and adult, male and female, they are inflicted with concussive head injury, and this is one of the biggest problems.
那么现在的话，这是军队头部损伤的一个数据统计，在世界的范围之内的话呢，头部的一个损伤还是占到一个很大的一个比重。那么在以美国为主的话，是男性为主，现役的话多于退役青年军人的受伤的话是最多的。
So this is one of the great problem in any kind of military concussive head injury. In civilian population, we have head injury like motor vehicle accident or fall. But I mean, and here you can see that there are different kind of, after concussion, various kinds of brain regions are affected, and that makes people loss of cognitive sensory functions as compared to, you see, normal cases.
那么这个的话是左右两侧的话，左侧的话是concussion就是一个正当性的损伤，没有正当性损伤的；右侧的话是一个有正当性损伤的。那我们可以看到的两侧双侧的对比当中，我们可以看到了相应的一个功能，包括了一个活动性的一个记忆，以及是运动的计划，包括这个数据处理上面的话，如果是受过损伤的话，相应的这个活动范围的话，要比没有受过损伤的要大。
Also, these are some of the examples of US that more than several thousand people get head injury every year, and so far there is no real treatment for their recovery.
那么这个的话是皮尔性脑损伤的一个视图。当下的话，皮尔性脑损伤的话是有很大的一个比重，大概的发生的比例在10万到200，每10万人有200人以上。在这个国家当中的话，相当于57万人，大概有很大的一个比例人到没有得到及时的一个救治。
So we believe that in any kind of insults to the brain, we have breakdown of the blood-brain barrier, and we try to prevent at this stage so that edema, necrosis, and all other genetic manipulation will not occur. That will prevent cell death.
这个的话是进行了一个我们在神经化学装置当中一个归纳，那么神经损伤的话可以引起的一个心脑屏障的开放，进而导致的初中的缺血患者以致凋亡基因表达频谱的改变，那么最终导致的这个细胞死亡。我们的重点是放在了一个水肿以及死坏死上面。
We are basically neuropathologists trained under Ingvar Olsson in Uppsala, Sweden. So we believe in neuropathology both at light and electron microscopy.
这个的话是我们的这个Professor Olsson 的，就是 ISN 的前主席的话，他在乌萨拉大学的神经病理学的一个良师益友。那么他相信的话，他也给我们的话在这方面做出了很多的一个支持，也相信他在这方面的做出的一个贡献。
We also suggest our new methods for neuroprotection in different kinds of volumes. This is one of the International Review of Neurobiology, new concept of neuroprotection.
我们也将相关的纳米技术对于这个神经功能的一个保护的话，发表在相关的一个专著上面的话，这也就是一个神经生物学的上面的一本杂志。
So I will briefly tell you about our research on NBP. As you can see that concussive head injury is a big problem.
在这个的话，就是军队的人员上面的话是受到了一个震荡性的一个脑损伤，那么声波的话呢，能够加重了血栓癌的一个病情，这也是我们当下遇到的一个最大的问题。
And even small things, for example, sleep deprivation or any kind of stress can also exacerbate the pathology of concussive head injury.
那么这个睡眠的剥夺的话，可以加重了这个神经大脑的一个脑损伤，加重进步的话促进了一个远期的或者是长期的一个神经功能的一个障碍。
As you can see that after brain injury or like a stroke also, several factors are released in the brain. Some of them are endogenous neuroprotective agents, some of them are neurodestructive. So any drug that produces neuroprotection should keep a balance so that the neuroprotection can overpower the neurodestructive elements.
本身大脑能够产生一些内源性的一个因素，或者是说一个肽类吧，然后这两者之内又包括了一个有损伤的效应，当然也包括了神经的一个保护的效应。那么一般来讲的话，正常的大脑上面的话，它是处于一个平衡的状态，共同出现的维持大脑的一个稳态。
These are some examples that concussive head injury is why the method and also its problem is mentioned here. We have used NBP in a rat model, and then we have applied titanium nanowire delivery of NBP and compared with normal NBP.
的确来讲，智能性的脑损伤的话，是我们遇到的当下的文化金属模都遇到的一个最大的一个问题。那我们也在进一步的探索了 NB 谱在于这个 CHI 上面这个模型上的一个作用。
The reasons for concussive head injury is obvious: firearms, motor vehicle accident, and falls.
当然的话有各种原因的一个外伤的比例，其中的话火器上的话是占到最大的一个比重。
This is the French scientist who discovered differences between consciousness and concussive head injury and effect of anesthetics.
这是一个法国的科学家，然后他是发现了有这个震荡型的脑损伤以及是无意识相关性的一个脑挫伤的一个区别。
As you can see, concussive brain injury is why dangerous than the open brain injury. The reason is that when there is a